Okay, so welcome to my new office. Still a big mess, but it is a massive improvement over my last office, which I will finally admit was a bathroom. So, it's been a while since I worked on this because I've been busy moving and building furniture, such as my new desk. But I've got a lot of crazy ideas, enough that might be a new major revision. Haven't completely decided yet, but it is time to generate some cards. And one of the big changes is that I am making the desire cards also suited and also sendable. And I'm also breaking the desire cards into two conditions. And I don't know how I feel about this. But it's what I'm going to try. So let's download this. Okay, time to move that CSV. Now I don't need to, now that I have two monitors, I don't have to do the infinity stream anymore. Okay, so generating cards. Oh no, do I even? Okay, let's see. So, I think I need to get rid of this trait total, desire total thing. Uh, actually, well, let's see. What's the difference here? What's, not you. There we go. Okay. What are all these changes here? What I... This is why I gotta commit stuff more. Oh, I think that's right. I think I did make some changes. Okay, let's stage these changes at least. I forget what these were exactly, but yeah, I think this is simplified actions or something. Or I think these were ring changes. I think it was EO5. Getting used to my new setup. Yeah, I think it's EO5. Okay. Oh, I need to update the rules. Okay, time for massive changes. So, card generator. So need to add some more stuff to here. Specifically, I don't use write or writing or gossiping or gossip or reflect or propose or break up. Still use matrimony. Don't use preface. Do use engaged. Don't use arrival. Do I even use detested? I don't. Do I use desired? Only for the word desired win. So I could get rid of this. I need to figure out what to do about the lighting situation. I think the problem is the white walls behind me. Not completely sure. I think that's what it is. Don't know what to do about though. What was I doing? Oh right, I downloaded. Okay. So I download this file. Let's okay. So I don't even use this anymore. I do use swap. Okay, so desired win should be big ol' honkin'. Okay, desired win. What other language, key language do I use here? I think if I send this to you, it's another common. And then if I discard this is another one. And then another one is while you hold this, I think. Well, it's only in 2 places, but still. We'll see if those are a problem. Oh, I need to add this. I'm a motherfucking survivor. There, okay. Should I make it colored? What color would I add to it? I don't think I want to add color to it right now. Okay, those only are symbols? I actually got rid of a lot of these symbols. Oh yeah, that's right, and this symbol. Oh, I don't think I need to do this anymore. I guess I could do that still. Just in case. Let's see how that looks. Alright, let's see if that works. So let's see, that's fine. Okay, so instead, we're going to read. So if this ever equals this stop sign, we're gonna stop. Okay. And otherwise, if it's not ready, we continue. That would encompass even the diary cards. Okay. So we want to add all those. Actually, wait. Actually, I could just check for this. I'm pretty sure every time I listen to this song, I check to see that I liked it. I would like these cards to all be printed the same. Oh, I know. I know what I'll do. Where's the background defined? It's modifiers. Do I have modifiers for anything else? No. That's very convenient. Wait, is that not? Is that not do we not have formatting for that? Oh, it's all in art. Before I forget. Yes, coding. Thank you, Blessed Alex. Thanks for the follow. What was I doing? Oh, right. Okay. I can't remember where this goes, but I'm gonna guess somewhere around here. Wait a minute. Oh, crap. No way this works. Let's see. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Do I need this? I don't think I need this. I'm not using it anywhere. Right. Okay. Don't need this in theory anymore. Okay, let's see how that goes. This is not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Where is everything? Why is it all... What happened? Why is it all wrong? What happened here? Right round, baby. Well, there's nothing in here. That probably is contributing. Oh, well, still. Shouldn't ruin all of them. Curious. Oh. There. That is not using the right picture. Well, first of all, Oh, right. Still, huh? Shouldn't, Hmm. I don't know. I thought that would, Oh wait, did I not do this right? Oh, first of all, yeah, that's, Oh, I put it under there. Wait, no, did I? Yeah, I did. Oops-a-doodles. Wait. No, that's in the right place. That's in the right place. I don't get it. That one looks right. But this one does not look right. How many cards am I talking here? Is there... Should be more than that, I think, right? Wait, 9, that's 27. 27, and then plus 11. Oh, no, this is right. Oh, I could fit it all into one deck object. Hmm. Okay, why does no do? So I should be able to see it in this CSS somewhere. There it is, right here. Hmm. Maybe I just need to do that. Oh wait, oh, I think I know. Oops. Still no, huh? Alright. Hmm. Right. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that dash needs to be resolved. Wait, no, that might be fine. Okay, where is my camp? Okay. Let's do layer 2 image size. Let's get out my handy dandy brush tool. Is this the one? No, wait, did I not? No, that's right. What's wrong with this? Why this not? Oh. There we go. Okay. Does that look right? No, it doesn't. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Why is that bold? Oh my god, that whole thing is bold. Okay. Why'd that happen? Oh, right, that's why. Oof. 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 Okay, I think I need to get rid of that. Yeah, turn this entire goddamn thing into... Ugh. Oops. Oof. Okay, oh, that's what I could do. Okay. This is... Let me pick the range. There we go. Why didn't that do it there? Why is it not... Why is it not getting these? I don't get it. Whatever. Oh, that's probably why. There. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie 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 doke. Okay, let's try this again. Oh wait, oh, I still need to get rid of... Okay, that looks better. Okay, let's see. How does this look? Well, that looks awful. That needs to be fixed. That looks even worse. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okie doke. What about the hearts? Hearts. Where are you, hearts? Oh, here we go. Yeah, the hearts don't look good either. Yeah. Nope, not that either. And why is this lock slanty? Wait a minute, why is this? Why is that so slanty? Oh, it's not replacing it. Oh, I didn't add the lock. That's why. Ah, crap. Okay. What the hell? Oh, right. Oh, shit, that's another problem. That is not right. That should be... That should look just like... Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I can see what's happening here. I think I can see what's happening here. What happened to the CSS? Oh. Why is it still there? Where are the modifiers at? They're not here. Did I do the wrong thing again? I think I'm just gonna delete. Gonna delete this. Get out of here. I'm not using you anymore. I have Git for a reason. Am I even using this anymore? Alright. One little less. Uh-oh, shadow doesn't look good. what options are there? There's like bolder, boldest. Yeah, bolder. Is that too bold? Well, it certainly needs to be lower or farther to the right. Lower would be better. Alright, I'll be right back in a second. I need a little bio break. That looking better. Not quite. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, back. Alright, Alright, so one thing, that lock is way too honkin' big. Let's make it, I don't know, 48. We'll probably need to be a little bit more to the right and a little bit lower. Let's see what that looks like. That looks a little better, but this needs to be a little bit farther to the right. A little bit more. Wait, oh no, not top actually. That one is fine, I think it's this one. Oh crap. So a couple things. Let's change this to I marry a suitor holding. Oh come on. What's going on, mouse? What are you doing, mouse? That was an unintentional. Let's see. 4 times 5 is 20, so 24 cards would be enough for that. Breathing in, I'm breathing out. I have to be a lot more conscious about my appearance now that it is technically possible to see my entire body by looking in the mirror. No more accidentally having my skirt tucked into my underwear. Oh, before I do that. So that looks right. 7 and 12. Alright, let's see how this looks. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards. Dear so-and-so, promote just before matrimony. We swap this letter and seal with a health soother's rose. Just before matrimony, I may discard this to count the chosen letter of my own twice for desired wins. There we go. If I send this to you, I may discard another suitor's letter from your hand, and V fails if a lock is picked. If I discard this, I may take back any number of discarded letters of my seal. If I discard this, all suitors must send me one letter. If I discard this, I may take any one letter from a suitor's hand. If I discard this, I may replace my heart letter with a random heart letter from the box. If I send this to you, I may peek at one letter in your hand. If I discard this, I may instead swap this letter and seal with any discarded suitor letter. I call out this heart letter, but the only reason you would know it's a heart letter is because of this symbol in the bottom right corner, which is getting stomped on by this new signature. Maybe I should make this the heart. Or maybe I should put the reference on the left side. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. And then I can make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Oh, now that I use this, I need this to be a little bit lower. And I think this a little bit more to the right. Yeah, okay. So how do I make that text lower? Art. Something like that. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so how's this look? Dear blah blah blah. Okay, so these are looking good. I think I want the text to be centered. Oh, I forgot to do a spell check. Ba, 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 ba. Is that not what I wrote? What did I write? Change in debt. Oh. Is that not the word? Debt. Inscrutable. Inscrutably. Is inscrutably not a word? Why'd I even use that? Oh, I'm not even using this card. Oh, good. So only this one card that I'm not using. Got it. Good. Where was I? So I spelled that right. How about that? I probably copy and pasted it. So let's see. Symbols that people need to be aware of. They need to be aware of this symbol. And on a very few cards, they need to be aware of this symbol. And why is this symbol on the right? Wait, oh no, it's on the left. It just it's hard to tell. Okay, okay, where was I? So they have to be aware of the symbols that all players have to understand are the lock and the talkies. And I think those are clear enough, right? Like if you get a card with a talkie, that means you need to pay attention because you have to do something. And then cards with locks mean you cannot discard or swap seals on them. You can still send them though. Cards with locks are diary letters or diary pages. You can send them, but you cannot discard them or change their seals unless otherwise told. Okay, let's see. Promote. Just more retro. Just for retro, I may discard this to count the chosen letter of my own twice for desired wins. Okay. If I discard this, I may take back any number of discarded letters of my seal. If I discard this, all suitors must send me one letter. If I discard this, I may take any one letter from a suitor's hand. If I discard this, I may replace my heart letter with a random heart letter from the box. Maybe I should call it diary. My heart diary. Yeah. I like that. Okay. If a lock diary is picked. There. Now there's a little bit more consistent language around that. Then I can add that to the maybe not bold, but italicized. Oops, I stopped it. I don't feel like downloading. And then there's one more with a lock. They're the same? Weird, okay. Okay, let's see how this looks. Mm. Mm. God, I wish I was just a little bit shorter. Before checking wins, I must return all suitor letters to their owners. Before checking wins, I must return all suitor letters to owners. Is this the only thing that has 2 lines? The matrimony card. It looks like it. Alright, so let's change this to... Ah, come on. Stop! Ah, so frustrating. Okay. Before checking wins, I must return all suitor letters to owners. Or I could just say must return all suitor letters. No, just return all suitor letters to owners. I think that's clear enough. Let's check this over real fast, see if there's anything else that stands out. Fatally win if my fiance fails to achieve a desired win. If there are more discarded suitor letters than there are suitors. If my left neighbor fails to achieve a desired win. If just before matrimony I hold at least 2 suitor letters. Suitor... Ah, oh, damn it, okay. First sight win if I marry my left neighbor. Keep it win if my left neighbor marries my right neighbor. Before checking wins, I must return all suitor letters to owners. Yes. I win. Desired win if I marry a suitor holding more crowns and diamonds. Okay, let's see. How about the rest of these? Let's make the changes first. Okay. Alright, let's take another look over this. How's this look? That looks better. Before checking wins, I must return all suitor letters to owners. Desired win if I marry a suitor holding more roses, then whatever. Then here are the the nonsense conditions. Okay, and then let's see. Let's read these over. Some of these I've already read over. I'm just looking for weird crap. Okay, if I send this to you, I may peek at one letter in your hand. If I discard this, I may instead swap this letter and its seal with any discarded suitor letter. Records. Oh, crap, there's still a key there. Is that the only one that I missed? That looks like it might be the only one I missed. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so I could just fix that in the foil. Where is the key? Here we go. This is why we review files. Where was that? It was one of the first. Yeah, adapt. Okay, if I discard this, I may instead swap this layer and its seal with any discarded seal letter. If I send this to you, then you must reveal one of your own crowns to me if able. If I discard this, then I may replace my own drama diary with a random drama diary from the box. Flicky, while you hold this, you must ignore the effects of my other letter sent to you. If I send this to you, you may swap this letter and its seal with a discarded letter. If I send this to you, you must return this in one of my other letters. If I send this to you, you may give me 1 diamond. Regardless, you must return this letter. If I send this to you, you may discard this and send me one of your own letters. If I send this to you, you may give me a pseudo letter to take. Pseudo letter I hold. While you hold this, my letters do not count towards the 2 suitor letter limit. If I send this to you, you may discard a letter of mine you hold. Just for matrimony, suitors whose letters I hold must have a crown in the discards if possible. If I send this to you, I may send another letter of mine to you. Just for matrimony, I may send you my ring, even if held by another. You may send me your ring, even if held by another. If I send this to you, I may discard your letter from my hand. If I send this to you, then I may return a discarded letter with your seal to your hand. Okay, and then the diaries. They all look good. Okay, is there enough cards here? I guess there's 40 cards. And if there's 40 cards, I think that's enough. Alright, so 6 times 5. So there's at least 5 drama cards. There's at least 5 diary cards, matrimony cards. And then there are then there's 24 power cards. And so there's going to be 4 times 5, 20. So yeah, there'll be 4 left over. So there are enough. Okay, so there's enough for a 5-player game. Maybe even 6 player. There's enough for a 6-player game. Like exactly enough for a 6-player game, I think. 4 times 6 is 24. Yeah, exactly enough. Oh, I could play it. I could do a 6-player game. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Because there's exactly 6 of these too. Okay, alright. Well, that's good to know. Let's see how these other cards look with the sleeves. This is the one I should have checked first, actually. Oh, please look good. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, I should have checked this earlier. Okay, well, how the rest of the cards look? I checked the text on them, so I just need to see how they look. Well, that needs to be farther to the right. Let's see, what else? Alright, what's that shorter word for checking? Before... Or maybe just before wins? Before calculating... I'm looking for the verb here. Before evaluating, before quantifying, before assessing. Are any of those words shorter? I don't think so. Maybe I need to think of a better phrase than before checking wins, maybe. Prior to wins. Or maybe this could be shorter. I must return all pseudo letters. I want this to be very clear, but I also want it to be concise for style. Maybe I should just make this text a little bit smaller. Oh, this needs to be more to the left too. Okay. Okay. How do I make this work? Can I do that? I think I shouldn't. Ah, crap. I don't know. Prior to wins? Prior to wins? Before wins? Just before wins. Prior to wins. I'm just gonna say prior to wins. Oh my god, why is it doing this? Prior to wins, I must return all. I must return all pseudo letters to owners. Okay, prior to wins, I must return all pseudo letters to owners. Desired win, if I marry a suitor holding more roses than diamonds. Tally win. Okay. This is looking good. This is bothering me ever so. No, actually. It's like just ever so slightly off. Ooh, ever so slightly. Is it slightly off here? Not really. I'm just gonna accept. I'm gonna accept. That's what it is. Okay, I think this is ready to be printed. So this is interesting for Tabletop Simulator because now all of my cards are in a single like sheet, which is I think a good thing. I don't really need to keep track of which cards are which anymore, I don't think. At least in terms of like scripting stuff. I kind of got rid of that aspect, so I think I could fix my deck building script. Okay, should I print and play this? I've got some friends coming over in like an hour and a half, and if I print and play this, I might be able to. I kind of want to get into Tabletop Simulator first. See how it feels in there. Yeah, let's get in Tabletop Simulator first. I also kind of want to update the rules. Is this a new version or not? I feel like this. Like, the only big change is that the desire cards are now also letters. And that they've been split into two. And that they're locked. Which sounds like a lot. I'm just gonna call it EO6. I feel like the foundation hasn't changed enough. So let's see. There's actually combine them. Let's just call them all trait cards. So we've got 24. So for an 8-player game, how many would I need? Screw it. Okay, in an 8-player game, we would need 8 times 4. We need 32 at least. Is there how many of these do we've got? No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these, okay. Drama diary cards. Why is this? Ah, crap. What was the math? 32. Okay, so let's do some like what's the word I'm thinking of? Okay, so I've got 10 diary cards. The goal is to have an art 10 of the drama cards, 8 reference cards, and then I need at least 32. So divide by 18. Okay, so I could have 6 additional, I think, right? Oh god, how do I... Isn't there like a history of all the features? Oh, here we go. Yes, 32. So I can have 6 more. So I can have 38 trait cards. Is 38 divisible by 3? Oh, I already got rid of it. I don't think 38 is not divisible by 3, I don't think. Yeah, okay. So 36. There, that will be the goal. Then that would be 4 sheets of cards. That's not too shabby. Okay, there. I could actually have more drama cards. Oh, running numbers for now. Okay, so add in this, Damn it. Okay. Each player. Okay. Oh, I would need 6 now. 6 times 8 is 48, I think. All your letters and letters return to the box during setup. And cards returned to the box during setup are private information. Discards, rings, and seals of cards in your hand are public information. Cannot directly discuss your own cards. You're free to discuss your suitor's cards as much and as honestly as desired. Letters are written from the card owner's point of view, so I, me, mine, myself refer to the card's owner. Excuse me. These are not things anymore. That's not a thing anymore. Not specifically stated, so. It's a nice flavorful word for. Wait, did they print this? I did, okay. What's a nice flavorful word for impact? This way. All cards are letters. Letters with locks are diaries and cannot be discarded or have their seals removed unless specifically stated so. Cards are written. Alright, that doesn't happen anymore. There's no more cards. Let's see. Pretty much always refers to the card holder. Right? Or let's see. Let me take it. Did I inadvertently avoid this? If I send this to you, you may swap this letter. Oh, okay. Wow, I inadvertently avoided that. Okay. Cards are written from the card owner's point of view. So I first do the card's owner. Refers to the card holder. Refers to oh, and you yourself refer to other players. Refer to suitors. The card. If a letter impacts a third party. Do we use any they? There. I don't use any they thems. I don't use any he she's either. Okay, nice. Okay, I don't even have to worry about that. By simplifying the cards, I've simplified this. Okay, let's put suitors up here. Any player besides yourself is considered a suitor. Player effects with next to require have an effect when sent. Their effects with cards with have an effect when sent to you. Make sure to read them. Resolving these effects does not count as your action and can be done before or on your turn. Resolving these effects does not count as your action. And can be completed before any time before. Resolving these effects does not count as your action and must be resolved before the owner's or the sender's turn is over. There, okay. What other key terminology is there? So this is no longer a thing. When swapping cards, which of these are important enough to put under the leather powers? And another player have exchanged rings, then are considered engaged with the other being the engaged player holding your ring is your fiance. This seems like something that must, do I even use the word cannot? Not yet. What the heck? Why is this? Excuse me? I don't understand. Override other rules, and there. Enter not optional. Okay. So that's no longer a thing. If you wish to concede. Send your own ring to a sewer's letterbox. If you send your ring to a sewer whose ring you hold, you two are now engaged. Then send suitor letters until you hold at most 2, and return any rings except your fiance's. Yeah, let's put the engagement stuff up there. I feel like returns is not... I feel like this is clear. Maybe I should leave it. Okay. Oh, right. I'm changing this to return. Then return suitor letters until you hold at most 2, and return any rings except your fiance's. Take any trait cards sent to you into your hand immediately, even if not your turn. Once 2 players are engaged, proceed to matrimony 1 full round after the last ring action, or immediately after all players are engaged. Or immediately after all players are engaged or disengaged. For example, if you propose after a couple gets engaged, matrimony will occur at the start of your turn unless someone else sends a ring after you, such as to accept your proposal. Let's see. All players return all cards to their owners. Each player places their own trait into their card. Do I even need to call them traits anymore? First, deal your starting hands. Shuffle all heart diary cards and deal 1 to each player. Return all other diary cards to the box. Shuffle all drama diary cards and deal 1 to each player. Return all other drama diary cards to the box. Shuffle all treat cards and deal 4 to each player. Return all other treat cards to the box. Okay, let's see. The player most recently wrote a letter. The player who most recently wrote a letter goes first. Okay, got 15 minutes. I don't know if I have enough time to print this. Should I learn Pax Pamir? Oh, I really want to print this. Let me see if I can do it. I might be able to do it. Yeah, I might be able to do it in half an hour. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, all players return all cards to their owners, referencing a seal on the back of the cards. Each player places their cards face up in front of themselves. If anyone fulfills both win conditions, give them other applause. Okay. Okay, this is looking good to me. Okay, the reference card. Okay, sender discard 1 on letter. Or discard your own ring. That's it. That's the game. Never mind. Send serial letters until you hold at most 2 and return all but fiance's ring. Hmm. Mhm. Cannot be discarded. Well, let's see. Well, let's get the symbol in there. Shoot, I have to do it this way. So I need both this. Come on. I'm not gonna finish this in time. Oh, crap. Alright, they're not gonna be here exactly at 5. They're always late. I'm probably gonna change that, but for now, that's what it is. Okay, so these two are not used anymore. And are sent to a suitor. Let's see. On your turn, pick one. Send or discard one own letter. Send or discard your own ring. Then suitor letters. Then send suitors. Then send suitor letters until you hold at most 2 and return all but fiance's ring. Locks excuse me. Locks cannot be discarded or unsealed. Letters are from owner's point of view, I my, and are sent to a suitor, you your. Take all letters into hand on arrival. Talkies received require your response. Matrimony. Game ends. Matrimony. Game ends promptly when all but one is engaged or disengaged. Or where's oh, there it is. Or when or for after the last ring once a couple is engaged. One full round after the last ring action once a Game ends promptly when all but one is engaged and disengaged, or one full round after the last ring action following the engagement. Engage a player by exchanging rings. I've got like a full line here. What should I put there? Should I just make the font bigger? Sender discard one on letter. Sender discard your own ring. Then send zero letters until you hold at most two. Maybe I should make this bolt bigger. Because people are not getting this. Oh right, this is also return. Return suitor letters until you hold at most two. Okay. Yeah, let's make this a little bit chunkier. Then return all, but because you get to return all of them if you wanted. You don't have to keep any. So return suitor letters until you hold at most two. Also return all but your fiance's ring. Then return as many. Return any number of suitor letters until you hold at most two. And return any number of suitor letters until you hold at most two. And return all but your fiance's ring. Okay, let's see if this makes any damn sense. On your turn, pick one. Send or discard one on letter. Send or discard your own ring. Then return any number of suitor letters until you hold at most two, and return all but your fiance's ring. Locks cannot be discarded or unsealed. Letters from owner's point of view, and are sent to a suitor, your. Take all letters into your hand on arrival. Talkies received require your response. Engage a player by exchanging rings. Matrimony game ends promptly when all but one is engaged or disengaged, or one full round after the last ring action. Following an engagement. Following an engagement. Okay. Wait a minute, what happened here? Okay. So that's a reference card. Don't need these. So reference cards updated. I updated the rules. I haven't printed them yet. Let's do that. Okay. Kinda needs the facilities. Okay, what was I doing? Where was I? Let's see. Did I close it? Yeah. Why am I such a dum-dum? Actually, wait, can I do this? Oops, wrong one. Is that not? There we go. Okay. What? Excuse me? Riding on the metro. Okay. So, alright, need to generate these freaking cards. So how about instead of doing this, do 24 trait, and then 10 desires, and then 6 dramas. So card count is 40 exactly. Should I generate? Alright, just a second. I need to go potty. Let's see. Does that look alright? I think that looks alright. I feel like some new music, mayhaps. Let's see. What shall I listen to? Go Fall Out Boy. Okay. Where was I? Okay. I was thinking about making it so that this would automatically split up the decks for me, so I could just drop them in and they'd have IDs. It would make scripting a lot easier. How would I do that? I don't know. As convenient as that sounds, I don't think it's realistic. But suit index. Suits. I don't get it. Should have exactly. What was this? Oh. Oh, okay. Oops. If I do control Y, is it? Of course it's not. Wait, no, it did. Did it? No, it didn't. I wish the Vim plugin was a little nicer. Actually, let's make this smarter. I think that will work. Ugh. Is it not some? Is it not in? Is it just a base thing? Fuck it. As clever as I'd like this to be. You. Alright, tabletop sim time. Let's see. I'm not really going to be able to do a full vetting of this. But maybe. Okay. Alright. Wait. Why do these look funny? Why do these look funny? Excuse me, why do they... Why do they look funny? Why do they look funny? What the heck happened? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why do they look funny? I don't get it. They're cut off a little. Oh, wait. There must have been some weird edge case math going on here. No? No, that's right. I'm so confused. Because these cards are cut off. Why are they like this? Oh, right. They're based off the get stuff, so I need to push that. Okay, so that's good. That's fine. We'll leave it for now. Trade friend's been updated. What was the other thing they changed? A reference and rules updated. Well, now I have to update the mod. Ugh, I forgot about that. Whatever. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. That looks better. That did not cut it the way I thought it would. Oh, wow. Oh, I need to update this too. Ah, fuck it. I need to update that. Ah, crap. I've already committed it. I have to update it now, I think. Who am I kidding? Nobody's playing this. Who am I kidding, right? Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to move it. Ah. Damn it. Ah! Yeah. I do not want to overwrite. Oh, it's still dealing 5. I need to change that to 4. Can you feel my bones? Where's the... You gonna put the seal on them? No? Was there an error? What's happening there? Oh, I think it erased a bunch of stuff when I... Ugh, damn it to hell. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You feel my bones. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Got scared. Alright. These cards are indistinguishable. So now you could send this to somebody. Okay. Should probably update that letter. Just one more sanity check test. So that's interesting because this will lock this player into very specific win conditions. Like, they cannot win with cash. That locks this player. Can win with cash, but it's more fragile. They cannot win with crowns, or they cannot dump. They cannot have crowns. Cannot be desired for them. For them, this player has a lot more flexibility. So what I like about this is that it makes it so that you cannot guarantee that you're somebody's match. Like, you might start exchanging cards with somebody and realize, oh no, I absolutely am not compatible with this player. Okay. Let's see. I kind of wanted to completely change how this preface works. Do I have time? Do I have time? Each player has a... Let's see. Each player starts with 6 letters, 2 of which are diary letters, with each specifying how you can win. One, marry a player with more of one suit than another. 2, a unique win condition. These letters are attached to you. Will be returned to you at the end of the game. Personally attached to you, they will be returned to you at the end of the game. Before determining winners. They will be returned. Each turn, you can either send or discard one of your own cards. Each turn, either send or discard one of your own cards. Each turn, you may either send or discard one of your letters. Button. Taking note of their effects. Taking note of their also note oops, wrong reference card. Excuse me? What happened to the... Oh, this is confusing. Why did I do this? Okay. excuse me, diaries cannot be discarded or unsealed. Letters require a response from you on arrival. Then send suitor card, send suitor letters. Until you're holding at most 2. Or write return. Until you hold at most 2. Remember, letters from suitors are not yours to keep. They'll be returned at the end of the game before checking win conditions. Continue taking turns until you think you know enough about your suitor's hands to make a decision with your ring. Either send it to a suitor that aligns with your diaries, or discard it to defeat. Once all but one player has engaged to discard the ring, the game ends. The game ends with matrimony once all but one player has engaged to discard their ring, or one full round after the last ring action following an engagement. All cards are returned to their owners to determine winners. Have I repeated that enough? Okay, let's take a look at this. How much time do I got? Looks like I still have time. Okay. Each player starts with 6 letters, 2 of which are diary letters, each specifying how you can win. Marry a player with more of one suit than another, a unique personal win condition. These letters are personally attached to you. They will be returned to you at the end of the game before determining winners. Each turn, you may either send or discard one of your own letters, taking note of their effects. Also note, diaries cannot be discarded or unsealed. Letters require a response from you on arrival. Then return suitor letters until you hold at most 2. Remember, letters from suitors are not yours to keep. Alright, yeah, I got time. Remember, letters from suitors are not yours to keep. They'll be returned at the end of the game before checking win conditions. Continue taking turns until you think you know enough about your suitor's hands to make a decision with your ring. Either send it to the suitor that aligns with your diaries, or discard it to concede defeat. Can I make this more fun? Spinsterhood? Is that a word? That is a word. It's gendered though. I'll just to resign to your fate. Is that the word? Oops. What's going on? To resign to your fate. The game ends with matrimony once all but one player has engaged or discarded their ring, or one full round after the last ring action following an engagement. All cards are returned to their owners to determine winners. I say it 3 goddamn times. And it's like a letter effect now. I'm hoping that makes it stand out more. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. I get it now. Alright, so... Oh, I think one thing... Oh. Almost screwed that up. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. First of all, dun, dun, dun. Alright, I am at the very least ready for tomorrow. Alright, let's test with 5 players and maybe 6 players. Oops. Okay, well, 6 players for this one. No, actually, I'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, these are all the diary cards. Actually, it won't work at 6 because there won't be another drama card to get. Okay. Oh, did I never do EO5? Oh, I guess this is EO5. Whatever. I skipped a version. Screw you. You're not the boss of me. Da, 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 da. Oh, I forgot to put in the stuff about how you could talk about our players' cards in the intro letter. I have space for it. I repeated that nonsense like 3 times. Okay. Each player starts with 6 letters, 2 of which are diary letters, each specifying how you could win. Are you a player with more of one suit than another? Is there a person touching you? Remember, letters from suitors are not yours to keep. They'll be returned at matrimony. While you're forbidden from discussing your own letters. You're free to talk about your... You're free to openly, perhaps dishonor. While you're forbidden from discussing your own letters, you may discuss your suitors. You may discuss your suitors' letters, perhaps dishonestly. Continue taking turns till you think you know enough about your suitor's hands to make a decision about your ring. Either send it to the suitor that aligns with your diaries or discard it to resign to your fate. The game ends with matrimony once one player has engaged or discarded their ring or one full round after the last ring action following the engagement. The game ends once all but one player has engaged or discarded their ring, or one full round after the last ring action following the engagement. All letters are returned. There. Okay, now this discusses it, but I would like this to discuss it too. Do I have extra space? I feel like I do. But get rid of the stuff about engage a player by exchanging rings. I could make this go back to its abbreviated version. Then return. How did I have this written before? God damn it. Getting the munches. Brain is not working. Return serialers until you. Oh, right. This used to be like this. Hmm. Hmm. You cannot discuss your own letters, but you may discuss suitor letters. Gauge a player by exchanging rings. or 1 round after last ring action following the engagement. Oh my god, seriously? Come on. Upload! Come on! Oh my god, seriously? Seriously? Come on. Alright. Still uploading. Hmm. It's not that big. This was overkill. Okay, done. Guess I'm going to be doing some print and play stuff. See if I could get that done before my pals come. Let's see. Excuse me. So if I want to, well, first of all, I should commit my changes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so why did they? I thought it would be able to fit. Do I have it the wrong way? Hmm. Thought I'd been able to fit more cards that way before. Strange, strange. Oh, that makes that part easy. But why is this not... Hmm. Okay, let's try this. God, it's closer, but... Wait, oh, it was it 9? Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Oh, I think it was 3. It was 9. Okay. Let's try that. Don't know why it's not working. I think I have to concede that I'm not going to be able to print this in time. I'd really like to, though. Let's just see if I can figure it out. Okay, wait. Why is this not? Okay, so. Oops, wrong button. So, like, each card should have a width of 33%, and each row should have a height of 33%. Right? This part looks right. I'm starting to think. Starting to think it's not able to because this stuff won't fit with the font size. I just had a dumb idea. Okay. I just had a dumb idea. I'm gonna try it. Okay. I think I have it in here somewhere. I forgot where it was. Not what I. Okay. One, two, three, four. This is 6 by 3. Let's just try that. Alright, that looks decent. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Some of this is cut off, but whatever. The important stuff is able to fit. What happens if I mess with this a little bit more? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Have to do this. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Printing this is taking forever. Alright, I think it might actually work. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm gonna start doing IRL stuff. So thanks for watching my stream in my brand new space. So you have a good day and an even better tomorrow.